Oh yeah. So it's been just over a year and a bit since I made a video on YouTube. So I thought I'd make a video today for some reason. Don't know why. I do know why. Somebody commented on the channel from a video I made 7 years ago, and I thought, Jesus Christ, I haven't made a video on that channel in over a year. I think the last one was the Modest Miner last December, November. Anyway, I digress. How are you? I hope you're all well. I hope you're all keeping fine. I've had lots of cars, as you know, come and go that I didn't do videos on, simply because I didn't have the time. I know that sounds ridiculous, but I just didn't have the time, trust me. Anyway, so what have we got here? So this is the 1987 Volkswagen Caravelle T3 minibus. I think I spat there. It's a 1.9 petrol water-cooled boxer engine, and it's a 7-seater. And we've had this now for just over a year as well. Around this time last year we got it, but yeah, it's really good. So I thought I'd give you a quick show around it, see what you think. This is a bus, all right, not to be confused with the camper. I wouldn't be a great man for camper vans. They don't appeal to me. I know they appeal to lots of people. Go anywhere, do what you want. Me, I like go anywhere and then go back to a hotel. So not the camper. This is a bus, 7 seats. Now because there is 8 clampets in total, okay, I did have to put an extra seat in it and change insurance and blah blah blah, and seat belts and all the rest. That's all done. But to keep the look of the machine original, the 8th seat comes out when it's not in use. As you can see, some of the bus is not original. The seats here, for example, the front seats that we're sitting on from a Saab, not original. When we got it, the seats were gone. The captain seats weren't in it no longer. But the rest of the bus is all original. So what can I tell you? It drives like a dream. It is 5-speed, which is a big help. I'll tell you what, about 2 years ago I was in a place where they were doing work on this camper van. It was one of these. I don't know what year it was. But anyway, they asked me to take it for a test drive. Took it for a test drive. The test drive was normally about 20 minutes. But when I took this one for a test drive, this one a couple of years ago, the first time I ever drove one, I actually stayed out in it for over an hour. To the point where they started ringing me and they were looking for me, because I enjoyed it so much. Such a lovely drive. I don't know what it is. I think because the engine is in the back and it's down there away from you, there's not as much noise up the front here, but it just, the whole bus just floats along. The suspension is fantastic. Like, this bus was overhauled and redone, and it's just a lovely thing to drive. And with the 5-speed, you can just cruise along. Now, I don't take it up above 60 miles an hour. I don't cane anything that's old. Not because I can't take it, just because I'm stingy with the fuel. I like to reserve my fuel. But as well as that, I don't see the point in going fast. But the 5-speed here makes a big difference to this bus. Show them the dash there. So you can see the dash, only small modifications. There was a tray tidy put on the top. I didn't do that. Of course, you gotta have your Mystic crystal ball for night time. Not when you're driving, mind. You'll crash. And then you have the rest of the dash, which is all original here. Their clocks, not much, radio, heater, cigarette lighter, their aftermarket radio, and your massive gear stick. You've also gotten these, you have a lockout if you've never driven one. I found the gear a bit awkward to get the hang off first. Got me head around it eventually. It's like, first is back where you'd expect to find second. Second gear is where you'd expect to find third, and you know, and so on and so forth. And then of course reverse right over and up into the corner. That's not so bad. But yeah, it's a lovely bus to drive. But it also has a thing on it called a lockout. And my lockout is sticking today because it's just being awkward. Because you can hear it there. It goes click. Every time you go from first gear into second, there's a little mechanism underneath, and it locks the stick. It's to prevent you from putting the machine into reverse by accident. So you go from first, which is back left, and then up into second gear, which is where your third gear would be, and where your first gear would be is where it's reversed. And the whole idea of the lockout switch, you'll hear it now when I do it here, I'll stop, is it goes click and it stops the stick from going back into the reverse position. But like I said, my lockout is sticking because the bus was sitting up. Keep it in the lock up. Listen. There it is, it's slow. So I need to get under there and do a little bit of greasing. make sure she's all tidy. So look, I'm going down here. We're going to put this one away. We're going to take out a Mercedes-Benz, which I'm having a few problems with. Another 123 I picked up. So I like to keep this one dry and keep it up because it's old. I don't want to rust it away on me. Oh, it's a Volkswagen. No, I'm only joking. I had a full respray. I'll show you now in a couple of minutes. You can cut there, Sharon, and I'll come back to you in a sec. So here she is in all her glory. I have this set on a 0.5, so the lens looks a bit longer. I'll try and sort it out. Hold on. 1987 T3 Volkswagen caravelle bus. Original seats in the back. Of course, that's not original, but we all know that. That's the extra seat I put in and put out. She bolts down into the floor. She comes with her own seat belt. They're the seats I was telling you, Saab seats. And then the inside door cards, previous owner put pockets on them and speakers. Yeah, that's her. Beautiful machine. Lovely to drive, absolutely lovely to drive. Really good on petrol, been everywhere. Been to Cork, Belfast, Waterford, all over Ireland. And you know, it never missed a beat. And I never had to do anything to it from the time I got it. Or did I? Let's see. Did I? I didn't do anything to it. Did I do anything to it? I put a new... Did I put a new starter in? I put a new starter into it, which I got from Emilio. As in Emilio's Beetles. Everybody remembers Emilio from back in the 90s and the 80s. Emilio still has original new old stock, if you know what I mean. Put a base bin in the back, had to be done. Roof liners in fantastic condition. Tow bar there, but I'll never use that. You know, your engine is mounted in back here, but I'm not taking all that stuff out to get to it, so you can forget about that. Lovely big tailgate to keep the rain off you when you're out and about. Ah, she's beautiful. And that's what I've been up to. And that's what I'm driving at the minute. Well, driving amongst other things. You know, I think them seats work really well. Last owner put them in. I think he made a good choice. This here is the Morris. We're in the middle of putting the back window into it. New rubber. Couldn't get it in on Sunday. As the bishop, as the prostitute said to the bishop couldn't get it in. Can't get it in. I'm gonna have to get someone to do it for me. That's the 69 Morris. Love that car. That's a really good one. And this here is Irish 123 that I'm driving at the minute, which is really nice too. I'll do a post on this one as well. That's one of my victims in the car there. Lovely. Yeah. Well, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. That's me. I'll try and make some more videos if I can. If I get the chance. And that's it. See what's coming next. Maybe a cheeky XR3i. Good luck.